Hello, my name is Vincent Creel, and I'm the Public Affairs Manager for the City of Biloxi. I'm here to deliver today's Be Prepared report. It is being recorded on Tuesday, May 19th, 2020 at 3:45 in the afternoon. Today, the Mississippi State Department of Health reports that in the past 24 hours, 272 new cases of the coronavirus were identified throughout the state. The department also reports 27 new deaths. This chart shows you the overall total since the crisis began. This chart shows you the daily comparison of new cases reported in the state over the past 14 days. In Harrison County, there were 2 new cases reported in the past 24 hours and no new deaths. This chart shows the 14-day trend in Harrison County. In Jackson and Hancock counties, no new cases of the coronavirus were reported in the past 24 hours and there were no new deaths to report. And now this. Joining me now is Bobby Mahoney of Mary Mahoney's Old French House Restaurant. Good morning.
Otherwise known as Casino Bob, right?
Casino Bob from a long time ago.
Way back. We wanted to put casinos in the Coliseum. They told me I was crazy. They said they'd never have any casinos around here.
That would have been like Monte Carlo.
It would, yeah. I figured if we give the state all the revenue, they might go for it. Yeah, but the best thing wound up happening.
You were one of the early supporters of that, but let's talk about what we're here for.
Yeah.
What are you seeing in the restaurant industry?
Well, I hadn't seen anything yet because we're not open.
So, you told me the other day you've been seeing a lot of Netflix.
Yeah, oh yeah, well, I watch a lot of Netflix.
Okay, so how is this going to change Mary Mahoney's?
Well,
and other restaurants, really?
It's just going to limit our space, but thank God we got a lot of space, you know what I mean? So consequently, we went from being able to seat 425 people to seating 225, yeah.
What have you thought about all of this?
It's kind of,
I mean, you can see Katrina, you can see Camille.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I was closed 55 days in Katrina. Now what we're going on? We're going on about 60-some days here for this COVID virus.
What's your advice to people?
My advice to people
Look in that camera and tell
my
me.
advice to people is to pay attention to your medical advisors. That's what I can tell.
How's it changed your life?
I watch a lot of Netflix, and I don't tell as many jokes.
Have you been able to golf?
Thank God. Thank God they didn't close the golf courses.
Now, you did something a little different. I think you closed early on, you closed right away, and you're staying closed a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, we closed early because we could see it coming, when the boat rides closed and everybody else was closing, you know what I mean? And so we just closed on March the 17th. And
St. Patrick's Day, as I recall.
Yeah, right. And so, we're opening up about a week later, just to, I want to give my employees a little extra time, make that $800 a week.
You said that after Katrina, as I recall.
That?
It was hard to find people to come to work. You remember? Because they were giving away
consequently it was hard to find people to come back to work because, the demand for jobs was high. You know what I mean? When the demand for jobs is high, guess what? The salaries go up and everything else. Like when we had casinos, all the bank tellers at the bank left the bank to go to the casino where you count the money at about $5 more an hour.
Have you kept up with your employees and are they anxious?
Yeah, well, we fed them for about 6 weeks. Every Monday we'd stock them up with groceries in the event that any of them had problems. But yeah, we got a big meeting today about my work staff coming back.
They got the green jackets pressed and ready?
Oh yeah, you know that.
I think a big thing's going to be fear. People are going to be worried about whether or not it's safe. What do you have to tell them?
We have our tables are spaciously apart, you know what I mean? In other words, you won't be cramped. But, like I say, everybody's got to do what they got to do.
What would Mary Mahoney say about all of this?
Let's go to work. Let's feed people.
And you're opening when?
We're opening Thursday at 11 o'clock.
Okay. Are you still going to be able to do the groups that meet there? How's all that going to work?
Well, like I say, with the Businessman Club, we're going to put we have about, first off, you can only have 6 people at a table.
Mm-hmm.
Then, according to the guidelines, then you got to have the table 6 feet apart. You know what I mean? So they got all kind of roadblocks they're throwing at you. You know what I mean? Some of these businessmen in the Businessman Club, they're a little ornery. You know what I mean? Don't tell them what they liable to do.
It might be good that they're 6 feet apart.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, right. Of course, I don't know how many of them, we got how many of them coming back, because, they pretty much up in age like me. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know how many of them.
How old are you?
I'm 73, getting ready to be 74.
Man,
but like I say, I act like a kid. You know what I mean? So, you act like a kid, you feel like a kid.
Any closing thoughts?
I'm getting kind of rusty on my jokes, you know what I mean? 5 crows sitting on a fence and shot and killed one, Vincent. How many you got left?
I know.
Say 4 made me look good.
4.
You think them crows get shot?
We're going to have more with Bobby Mahoney in a moment.
All right.
Thank you for being here.
Okay. Yeah, well, my pleasure.
Mayor Andrew Fofo Gillich today signed his 6th executive order involving Biloxi's response to the coronavirus. This proclamation allows churches to have services beginning Saturday and until further notice. It also takes into account the governor's executive order that opens tattoo parlors. Mayor Gillich has now met with restaurateurs, retailers, attractions operators, clergy members, hair salon operators, and representatives of fraternal organizations and those planning to offer summer camps. The message has been consistent. Safety must be a priority. Social distancing is governing all operations. Masks are advised, 50% occupancy, and frequent cleaning of high contact surfaces. We leave you today with another visit with Bobby Mahoney. He is arguably Biloxi's most colorful and best-known raconteur and a goodwill ambassador for Biloxi. We'll see you here again tomorrow.
That Mr. Creel was speeding down the highway. Cop pulled him over and said, "Let me see your driver's license." Old Vincent showed him the driver's license. Says, "What's that in your center console there, Mr. Creel?" He said, "That's my water." Cop said, "That looks like wine." Mr. Creel said, "Jesus done did it again." He done turned that water into wine on me, officer. With 2 baseball players played ball every day. Didn't miss a day they didn't play ball. One day they coming out of church. They bumped into one another and said, "I hate to go to heaven and not playing ball." He said, "I ain't going to heaven if they ain't playing." He said, "Let's make a deal. Whoever gets to heaven first, find out what's going on. Let the other guy on the ground know." Sure enough, he died and went to heaven, called down there to old Creel. He said, "Are they playing ball up there?" He said, "I got good news and bad news. Give me the good news. They playing ball in heaven." He said, "Amen, brother. What's the bad news?" He said, "You pitching tomorrow." 4 fraternity brothers. They said every 10 years, "Why don't we get together and reminisce, talk about old times?" At 40, they said, "Let's go to Mary Mahoney's. They got cute waitresses." 50, "Why don't we go back to Mary Mahoney's? They got real good food." 60 to Mary Mahoney's, it was nice and peaceful. 70 to Mary Mahoney's, they got good handicap accessibility. And at 80, they said, "Let's go to Mary Mahoney's." One of the guys says, "Why you want to go there?" He said, "'Cause we ain't never been there before." About the 20-year-old daughter brought her fiance over to meet Mommy and Daddy. First time, dude walking around the house, Daddy tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Sonny, you getting ready to marry my daughter? I don't know nothing about you. While we going to study, we'll talk about your future." They going to study for. I said, "Son, what are your plans in life?" He said, "I'm a theologist, Carl." Daddy said, "That's nice. How you going to afford a nice home for my daughter?" "I'll study hard and God will provide." "Son, how will you afford to raise children?" He said, "God will provide." He goes in the living room. His wife said, "Hon, how'd everything go?" Says, "Well, hon, he has no money. He has no employment plans. And furthermore, he thinks I'm God." So that might not be no joke.